Oh, it's tough. We cut 5 players. You know, we 2 receivers that I think have a future in the NFL. Daniel Ross has played a lot of football, and a player from JT Daniel from Georgia. So it was tough, but you know, we knew that was an uphill battle for Tim, and players loved him, locker room loved him, but it was the right thing.
What more would you like to see from Trevor to kind of get them those starters reps every single day?
Just probably consistency is the word that you're looking for right now. You can't, you know, he has a really bunch of good plays, just can't have a bad play at that position.
Is this the end of the road for Tim? NFL, professional football?
I would guess it is. You know, we didn't get that deep with it. Obviously, he's his own man. Elite warrior, elite competitor, but he's also 34 years old.
How did you think he took it? How did you think he took it?
Great. We talked last night, and we talked again this morning, as I did with the other guys.
What do you think was the most difficulty he had? Was it the route running or the pass?
No, it's special teams. You know, this whole roster management is really critical as we journey here into the next 2 weeks. You know, offensive players that, you know, 2 of the special teams phases are tackling. And if you never tackled, that's what I found myself, and I still find myself, all of us. You know, every off day we'll have a 2 to 3 hour meeting about roster management, and it comes down because we expect to be very good in special teams. And you know, tight end position is one of those, and tailback. If you can't contribute on special teams, that's a tough go.
What's the white stripes on the quarterback helmets today?
I just want to see their eyes. You know, looking off safeties and all. So from the video camera, you know, as you're watching film, you can't tell where they're looking. And I don't know how good we are at moving people yet. And so I want them to see, I've done that really everywhere I've been, is just, first of all, they love it because they can see the reaction of the defense where they look. And when you don't have a stripe, it's hard to see where their eyes are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You mentioned with Tim how much the guys liked him, the locker room liked him. Is there value to have somebody like that around with the expanded practice squad and so forth? Is there a benefit to having a guy who?
We're going to have a meeting, not this week, next week, about practice squad at 16. We've not gone there yet. There's certainly value at high-end elite competitors, great people that people really respect. So, but we haven't had that conversation yet.
I trust my eyes, but yesterday you had players not show up with knee pads or not show up in the right pants. How did that happen?
Communication error, but we got them in before we started. At least the thigh pads. All I'm worried about is thigh pads, really.
In College Bowl, you know you're going to say goodbye to some juniors who go pro and seniors, and when other kids leave the program, it's kind of a piecemeal. Maybe disciplinary reasons you have to, but in the NFL, you got to eventually say goodbye to 17, 20 guys, and it's not lack of effort.
35 guys.
Yeah, whatever that number will be. Is that another adjustment? Is that going to be tough for you to have to do that?
It's an adjustment to this day. For go ask Joe Cullen how it feels. You know, he's not a college coach; he's an NFL guy for a long. Go ask Bevel. Go ask Shoddy. They're all, you know, they're good people. And when guys are, you know, if a guy doesn't go hard and he's self-inflicted, well, that doesn't bother you. It's the same in college. If a guy does stupid things, you get out. But a great person that works his tail off, yeah, it's awful. Awful. He's got patella tendonitis, so they gave him a little rehab day today, and he should be back out. Now we're going to sit him for a little bit, but he's fine. He's fine.
And Herndon, Trey Herndon.
Trey Herndon's got an MCL sprain, and that's week to week right now.
Urban, how deep were your conversations with Bevel about offensive balance? This team was the worst imbalanced team in the NFL last year, and many years prior to even Marone being here, way too heavily tilted toward the pass. I'm just wondering, obviously being behind has a lot to do with it, but could you talk a little bit about your desire for balance and making sure the run is emphasized?
Yeah, well, we, you know, free agency, I think you see we hit that really hard with Carlos and Manhertz, and in the draft with Luke Farrell. You know, we thought he was the best blocker in college. That's one way to extend the formation. I'm a big believer, always been a big believer in that. And so is Bev. So we've had that conversation, not recently, but when I hired him, And I saw his history is a balanced offense, and he believes in that as well.
Just quickly, saw Coach Spurrier here. Is he going to speak to the team, or what's his?
No.
Just
I'd love him to, but I think just speaking to me and Shotty's enough.
All right, thank you, Coach.